In the race to have the best phones, Google has heavily leaned on AI features to help distinguish the last two generations of Pixel phones from everything else. So far, that bet has paid off big time as the company's set of AI features have been able to stave off its closest competitors in Galaxy AI and Apple Intelligence. For its 10th generation models, the story is no different as the Pixel 10 Pro and 10 Pro XL are exemplified by AI assistants. I have been able to spend some time with them along with the Pixel 10 to get a feel for what these two Pro phones bring to the table. On paper, the hardware doesn't appear to gain a whole lot of upgrades over last year's model, but don't let that fool you because I started off feeling underwhelmed, only to realize there is more to them when you look deeper. In my Pixel 10 Pro and 10 Pro XL hands-on, you will find out exactly what makes them special. There's a little bit of a shake-up with their pricing, one that I can't say for sure if it's good or bad. The Pixel 10 Pro is priced at $999 with 16 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. Higher storage options are available at 256 GB, 512 GB and 1 TB, which are priced at $1,099, $1,219 and $1,499 respectively. This pricing structure is identical to the current Pixel 9 Pro, so no surprises here. However, the surprise comes in the form of the price hike with the Pixel 10 Pro XL. That's because the starting price is now $1,199, which is an increase $100 over the Pixel 9 Pro XL's cost. I'm not complaining because it's a price hike nonetheless, but now it's accompanied by 256 GB of storage, which is double the amount offered with the cheapest Pixel 9 Pro XL. I suppose this is okay given how its main rivals, the Galaxy S25 Ultra and iPhone 16 Pro Max, both start off with 256 GB of storage. In terms of color options, you get your standard black and white options, porcelain and obsidian. If you want color, then you will have your choice between moonstone and jade. Between them, I prefer moonstone because it reminds me of the bay color of the Pixel 8 Pro, whereas jade doesn't have as much color saturation as I'd want. Pre-orders for the Pixel 10 Pro and 10 Pro XL are available right now with full retail availability beginning on August 28. Not much has changed with either phone since they recycle the same design as their predecessors, and that's not a bad thing either. I'm a fan of smaller phones, so I naturally gravitate towards the Pixel 10 Pro. No matter your size preference, both phones continue to feel solidity built and premium. That's because they employ spacecraft-grade aluminum frame, polished edges, and Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. On the back is the classic matte finish. This year's color options are a bit subdued in my opinion, seeing that the new colors, Jade and Moonstone, aren't as polarizing as prior colors. Still, there's no compromise with their constructions since they feature IP68 ratings. I really don't understand why Google continues to keep the temperature sensor, which is situated on the back near the LED flash. I suppose if there is a room and there is no major price hikes, it's one of those let's just throw it in features. If you look at the display specs of both phones, they are familiar because they are no different from last year's models. So that's a 6.3-inch Super Actua display for the Pixel 10 Pro and a 6.8-inch one for the Pixel 10 Pro XL. Indoors, they look amazing and have all the hallmark qualities that OLED screens offer. What I am really interested is in how bright either phone can get because the Pixel 9 Pro XL still has the record for the brightest screen we have been ever tested by reaching 2469 nits. Google only needs to beat itself, so it would be only setting the bar higher for everyone else. Google has it rated for a peak brightness of 3300 nits, but I just hope it can exceed the 1769 nits that the Pixel 9 reached. I'm eager to put these phones through more testing to see how well they perform, but what I have been able to check out or first hand convinces me that Google's pulling ahead of the pack. The company has already established itself for having the best AI phones around, and the Pixel 10 Pro and 10 Pro XL keeps on widening the gap. Samsung has done well to keep up with its Galaxy AI features, but I think it puts Apple Intelligence on notice because of the amount of new AI features present here with these Pixel 10 Pro devices. They add on to the existing set that Google has delivered, like Call Screen, Pixel Studio, Magic Editor, and much more. Hopefully, other aspects of these phones are improved, namely the performance of the Tensor G5 and their battery life. One thing's certain, they make other phones look dumb.